It's my favorite season, awards season. The Golden Globes have just dropped their 2025 nomination list. And as always, there's a lot to talk about, from exciting picks and shocking snubs, and even nominations for projects that haven't been released yet. But beyond the red carpet fashion and who's up for what, there are some serious questions surrounding the Globes. Is it really as glamorous as it seems, or is it just another award show tainted by drama, controversy, and money? Is the nomination process fair? Are the Globes really pay to win? Let's take a closer look at what's really going on behind the scenes of Hollywood's favourite party. All the big names you expect are in the mix this year. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande both picked up nominations for their roles in Wicked. Timothée Chalamet is nominated across multiple categories. Zendaya is nominated for Challenges, and Selena Gomez is in the mix again, as well as the internet's boyfriend, Jeremy Allen White. But as always, there are some snubs. Paul Mescal missed out on nomination for Gladiator. The director of Dune 2 is not up for Best Director, even though the movie is up for Best Motion Picture Drama. John Chu missed out on Best Director nom for Wicked. And most shockingly, Meryl Streep was not nominated this year. She was on Only Murders in the Building and she didn't get nominated. I just feel like there's something seriously wrong in the world if Meryl Streep has done a performance this year and isn't nominated. It just doesn't sit right with me. It makes me feel scared and it makes me feel uneasy. Like every year, fans are upset that some of their favourite shows didn't get a shout out, but this isn't the only type of controversy the Golden Globes has faced over the years. The ceremony has been hit with a lot of drama, from racial bias to claims of bribery and sexual assault. Because of all this, it was even completely restructured and switched to a new broadcaster in recent years. Traditionally, award winners were chosen by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, or the HFPA, HISPA. Each HISPA member voted for their top 5 choices in each category, and then they even out the votes to decide the nominations. The HFPA is no more, by the way, and it's now called the Golden Globes Association, but we're getting to why that is, okay? In February of 2021, the LA Times exposed the HFPA didn't have a single black member among its odd 87 or so journalists. The report came out not long after the show faced backlash for its 2021 nomination list, in which many black-led projects like The Five Bloods and I May Destroy You missed out on nominations. The public and industry response was huge. Netflix pledged to end its work with HFPA until they made changes, and Amazon and GLAAD also joined in on the call-out. That May, NBC announced that it would not broadcast the 2022 show as a result of the news and backlash. It got worse, and right after, Tom Cruise went as far as to return all 3 of his Golden Globes trophies. Trigger warning, it wasn't just allegations of racism, there were further allegations of HFPA members acting inappropriately and committing sexual assault. In 2021, while the backlash was at its peak, Scarlett Johansson released a statement saying she was halting all work with the HFPA and encouraged artists and industry members to do the same. She said, "As an actor promoting a film, one is expected to participate in awards season by attending press conferences as well as award shows. In the past, this has often meant facing sexist questions and remarks by certain HFPA members that bordered on sexual harassment. It is the exact reason why I, for many years, refused to participate in their conferences." Scarlett also claimed that the HFPA was legitimized by the likes of Harvey Weinstein to amass momentum for Academy recognition, and the industry followed suit. Oof. Back in 2018, Brendan Fraser revealed that former HFPA president Philip Burke sexually assaulted him in 2003 while at a luncheon at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Brendan was receiving huge awards buzz at the time for his role in The Whale, but he did not attend the ceremony. In April 2021, Philip Burke was expelled from the HFPA after sending a racist email to other members calling the Black Lives Matter movement a racist hate movement and criticizing BLM co-founder Patrice for buying a house in Topanga Canyon, California. He had been part of the organization for over 40 years and had served 8 terms as its president. 2021 and 2022 were obviously a pretty turbulent time for the Golden Globes, eh? During this time frame, the HFPA reported it voted to approve sweeping reforms to its organization, including requiring the board to admit at least 20 new members in 2021, with a specific focus on recruiting black members, and with a goal of increasing the membership by 50% over the next 18 months. It also eliminated the requirement that HFPA HFPA members must reside inside Southern California. And on January 9th, 2022, the Golden Globes went ahead at the Beverly Hilton Hotel with no red carpet, no media, and no attendees, except Jamie Lee Curtis, who appeared virtually. The next year, in 2023 though, the awards were back, broadcast once again by NBC. The HFPA said they had a brand new roster of voters who were far more diverse than the past, and they now boast over 200 members. The changes were obviously enough for celebrities to give the awards another chance, and the Golden Globe Foundation, which will continue the HFPA's philanthropic efforts, was born. Everything's fixed, right? It's all okay. We did it. That brings us back to this year. The Golden Globes have an opportunity to prove to the world that they've changed, but accusations of corruption continue, and many people still think the awards are pay to win. But are they really? In a word, yes. Sorry. First of all, you can't just enter the Golden Globes. You have to campaign, you have to win over the judges, and you need money behind you to do that. Not only that, but it costs heaps of money just to submit before you even spend anything on wining and dining the judges. Studios could pay at least $5,000 a project as an admission fee just to put the project on the Globe's online viewing portal for their judges. Films cost an additional $2,000 and TV episodes $350. And if a studio submits at least 14 titles, they get better display on the portal, meaning they're more likely to get the votes they want. So when you see a random movie that has like 20% on Rotten Tomatoes up for Best Motion Picture, you know what happened. Already sounding a little pay to win? Well, strap in, because it's actually worse than just a crazy admission fee. The tradition of throwing money at judges has a very nice name: For Your Consideration campaign. It's essentially a very specific B2B marketing campaign just for award judges. This includes fancy dinner, gifts, giant posters all around LA, flyers, emails, mailers, and it can cost studios upwards of $10 million. These campaigns begin months in advance and often before the project is even finished. Back in 2010, people were shocked when Christina Aguilera and Cher's vehicle movie Burlesque was nominated for Best Musical or Comedy. People were mostly surprised because the film didn't make a huge amount of money and only had like 35% on Rotten Tomatoes. That shock turned into outrage though, when it was revealed that Sony, the company behind the film, flew judges to Vegas for an all-expenses-paid trip, which included luxury hotel accommodation, free meals, and a private concert performed by the film star Cher. Cher also won Best Original Song that year, but that was deserved. It's Cher. It's all still happening, by the way. The Globes are now owned by Penske following the boycott situation. They're a media company who also own Variety magazine, who are allegedly offering studios a series of intimate, curated dinners. For a reported six-figure price, a studio can buy a panel conversation with your contending talent, followed by an upscale dining experience with a guest list of 30 to 40 voters. So you can pay them for the opportunity to wine and dine the voters. So where does lobbying end and bribery begin? It's very hard to tell, but this sort of stuff is an open secret, and Denzel Washington even mentioned it in his acceptance speech in 2016.
They're gonna watch the movie, we're gonna feed them, they're gonna come over, you're gonna take pictures with everybody, you're gonna hold the magazines, take the pictures, and you're gonna win the award. I won that year.
Every year there's like a nominated show or movie that came out like that day or isn't even out yet that none of us have seen. The latest is Squid Game Season 2. It's not out until December 26, but judges clearly got an advance copy as it is nominated in the upcoming Golden Globes. Studios do this to generate hype for an upcoming project, and also consider that by the time the awards take place in January, the show would have been out for a week or so, and I easily would have binged the entire thing in that time. Unlike the Oscars, which is kind of serious, the Golden Globes are known among celebrities as a big-ass party. More than 75,000 glasses of free champagne are handed out annually, which has led to some loose speeches like this.
I don't open this. I just read it from up there. I know it is.
Or my personal favorite, Quentin Tarantino finding out he lost Best Director to Ben Affleck.
And the Golden Globe goes to Ben Affleck, Argo.
I had the same reaction. To wrap it up, the Golden Globes definitely know how to stir up drama every year. Between the scandals, questionable nominations, and all the money involved, it's clear they've got a pretty messy history. But despite all the controversy, the awards still bring the stars, the fans, and the media attention. We still want to see the outfits, we still want to get upset when our favourite doesn't win. But will the Globes finally win back the public's trust, or will the drama just keep coming? Either way, the Golden Globes will probably keep being a mix of glamour and controversy for years to come.